Hello students, I hope you are all fine. So to begin with, let's take with something that is new for you in class 11, the topic note making, which I already mentioned in my introductory video. I'm Amritbir once again, so let me take up with you this topic note making. Now first of all, you need to understand that the basic technique of taking notes, that is the classroom notes, that is note making. So let's assume that CBSE has introduced this as a separate question for you in your syllabus for the subject of English is just to help you to practice the art of note making. It's an art basically. You should be able to cover all the points that are mentioned in one paragraph in brief points. Let's assume it may be 4 or 5 points depending upon the important points which are there in that particular paragraph. So what will happen for this note making exercise? You'll be getting an unseen passage just as you have the passage for comprehension based on which you answer the questions. Similarly, you will be getting a passage for note making. You must have already seen the sample paper and the assignments which you had. Now that passage will contain different paragraphs. What you have to do is you have to prepare notes based on those paragraphs in that particular passage. Now let's say for example, this is the passage that you can see here, it is given here. This will be a sample passage. You can also open your book's Hornbill. This is the chapter from the Hornbill itself. So you can open your books towards the end of the book where you have the appendix, the extra items are given. There you have first chapter, that is note making after the basic literature chapters. Now when you have a look at this is the step 1. Basically what is preferred is that when you are to prepare notes, your first step should be marking the points. Now marking the points mean your mind would record that these are the important points which you need to cover while preparing your notes. For example, in this paragraph, when you go through the paragraph today, I am only just giving you a brief lesson. So basically you should be able to understand the technique, the steps that you are to follow. Later on, once you are done with this video, watching this video, you should be able to understand the concept. Still, we can discuss your doubts also, that is not an issue. But the point is, once you go through the technique, the steps that I'll be telling you through this video, then visit your book once again. Go through the passage that is given there in your book Hornbill. As you can see here, it's mentioned, the book Hornbill. It contains these notes. Once you go through that passage, then you go through this whole chapter of note making. Recap the points, the steps that are given there, then you will be able to understand that once you read the passage, these are the important points. So you can have a look that paragraph wise points are marked here. This is the first step of underlining the points, right? Now let's have a look at step 2. Now step 2 is there are a few basic questions. This is also for your comprehension, for your understanding, just to check yourself how much you have understood about this passage. Now the first question that you may ask is, what is the passage about? That is, in one word or few words, what is the theme of this passage? Here it is about the pheasants, right? So you have a one word answer to this question. So where are these creatures found? Where are they found? In Asia, particularly India. Then what is their origin? Which means these are just brief questions for your mind to record the facts about the passage given. When you ask yourself these questions, which means your mind is able to summarize that passage in your mentally. Actually, it's a mental summary. You give a quick recap to your mind. So you ask these questions to yourself to just check your comprehension, right? Now see, these are a few more questions on page number 91. So how many species are there? What is the source of information? What is the purpose of ESI chart? Creating awareness. Which is the best known member? The peacock. Now these questions are based on this passage. So once you read the passage, as I already mentioned, you will be able to relate these questions to what you have read in the passage. Moving on to step 3. Now step 3 is basically writing down the notes. So what are the main points that are covered here? That is the notes. So write down the points without full forms of the verb, which means you are not required to write complete sentences. These notes, these points which you jot down, these help you to prepare the notes, and later on, just after a minute, I'll be giving you the format also. There is a specific set format in which you are to present the notes, right? Now the points to be noted here. See, this is the heading. notice. Now what you are to note here is the use of two or three related ideas that can be combined into one point. See, the basic criteria behind this is when you are preparing notes, you have to make it very short, crisp, precise, to be very exact, which means if there are two or three related ideas in one paragraph, you can club those three sentences in just one point. That is, you need to present two or three related ideas which can be combined into one point. Then the comprehension, from the comprehension point of view, you also need to analyze that you can use different punctuation marks like use of colons and use of long dash. Now what is the purpose of using these punctuation marks, colons and long dash? These both are used to give the elaborate description of the point which you mentioned before it. Like for example, here dash is for giving another other description, the other information about galliforms. Then family colon, number of species colon, you give further information about the text that is mentioned to the left of the long dash or the colon, right? So we are to elaborate the basic things in a very short, crisp manner. Now after this, you are to number, go over the facts, quickly revise them, then immediately you should be able to move on to step number 4, right? So let's have a look. What is step number 4? This is the step number, after step number 4, that is the quick recap. Next, move on to the writing part. So writing part will include our final step. So in this final step, what they want is, as it was mentioned in step 4, that is you are to quickly have a mental recap of the previous two steps. That is a quick revision of the notes. Now you would question, why do we need to write those points? Isn't it a repetition? Won't it consume more time? The point is, especially for class 11th, since this exercise is very new for you, it will be very scoring for you if you are able to comprehend what is to be done, what is expected from you, which means you should be able to have a good score out of the 8 marks that are devoted to note making, right? For this, you need to practice. Practice means your notes should be comprehensive, complete in itself. A point should be complete in itself to describe what is given in the passage. So let's have a quick view of the characteristics of good notes as mentioned here. Just quickly read along with me from your books. Notes should be short. They should identify the main point, right? It should be very brief, as I already mentioned many times. It is very important. So that is why I have repeated these points. Your notes should be very short, crisp, brief, to the point. Then second, they list information in what is called note form, that is short notes form. They are written only in phrases, not sentences. Now this point is very important. It should always be in phrases, never a complete sentence. Information is logically divided and subdivided by use of figures or letters. Figures or letters, that is a numbering scheme. Now the division can be like this. The main section may be 1, 2 or 3. Then the subsections Roman 1, 2 and 3 and so on. The subsection may be ABC. The other common method is main section will be 1, 2, 3, then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.1.1. The main point, that is, now I'll also give you another tip for this to clearly understand it. What do we mean here by main section? If you ask me, see, you are to give one title to the whole passage, right? Apart from that, when you are preparing notes paragraph wise, think of one title for each paragraph, which means your main section would mean the point 1 will mean the heading of that particular paragraph, right? Now under that paragraph, when you are to write the points that are included in that paragraph, that would be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. In this way you will be forming points. Now in case if we have, like here it is 1, the first subpoint of this paragraph would be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Now let's assume this first subpoint has two further points which need to be taken care of. You will be writing 1.1.1 and 1.1.2. When I give you a solved exercise also, you will have a look at it, then you will be able to understand it even better. So this is how the numbering should be done, hierarchy wise basically. Abbreviations and symbols are freely used. Articles, prepositions, conjunctions are omitted. So any extra words which are not needed, only the most important words, they should be used. Leaving aside articles, prepositions and conjunction, they are not used. Notes must make sense when they are read again, otherwise they will be of no use. Now see how important this point is. You will say that this has nothing to do with the technique of writing notes, but how this is important is that when you go through the notes, when the paragraph is not there in front of you, you should be able to make out what was there in the original paragraph when you go through the notes, right? Let's say for example you attend a lecture in your class, you are learning the subject of science, and you decide to prepare notes for that subject, but later on when you have a look at your notebook, that sums up only 10% of the content which was delivered by your teacher. So this should not happen. Same is the case here. When you have a look at the notes, you should be able to get a gist of the whole passage from where you prepared the notes, so it should be complete in itself. Now here one more text is given for you, and these are the tasks which you are expected to do. Underline the important words and phrases, write down the points without fully expanded verb, numbering them as you do, combine related points, group related points, change the verbs to nouns and begin point. These are all tips of shortening them. So when we are to skip using the words, you can convert the verb to noun. That is, for example, he used to play in the field, right? If this is just an example, playing in the field. This is the way how you can convert the words. Now my advice to you would be, rather you should be doing this. Try doing this exercise once. This will give you a brief of how to proceed with this exercise, so that you are able to have a gist, have a feel, direct feel, when you will be able to experience what are the problems that you will be facing by doing only these things, that is underlining the important words and phrases, writing down the points, combining the related point, grouping them, giving them numbers. So this is the first step towards good note making. If you do clear this first step, it will be very easy for you to frame your notes in a very proper way and to present them in this form which I told you. This is the scheme, so it will be very easy for you. Let's see if you are all able to do it. I'll be surely waiting for your quick feedback on this. You can also share your doubts with me anytime over either email, or you also have my contact number, so you can share your doubts in the comment section also. So happy learning, and thank you till you hear from me next time.